amazing poem that we often do in Kirtan about Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Many of you, even today, when I walked in earlier today, Guru Sikhs were singing Nasru Mansoor, Guru Gobind Singh. But what I was surprised at in UK was that so many years, for 2 decades, I've been hearing this shabd. Every time Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Gurpurab, है ना, सारे शब्द गाਉਂਦੇ हैं, Nasru Mansoor, सारी संगत पे कहती Guru Gobind Singh. But then I was surprised that so few people knew what it meant, the whole shabd. And it shows the most beautiful love that Bhai Nandlal had for Guru Gobind Singh, and the perfect description of Guru Gobind Singh. So what we're going to do today is we're going to share that whole shabd with each other, that whole poem. So firstly, perfection personified, Sahib-e-Kamal, Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Perfection personified. That's why Guru Gobind Singh, even people from all other qawms, other religions, when they talk about Guru Gobind Singh, they basically say this was the most perfect human being ever to walk on this earth. Did you know even in America, where President Obama signs his decrees, on that very desk, he has a special desk where he signs the decrees. It's not in the Oval Office, it's outside the Oval Office. Behind that desk, he has a huge painting of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Did any of you know that? And even the people that hate Sikhs, like Shiv Sena and all them in India, even Bal Thackeray, on the very desk where he had things, on one side he had a picture of his idol, on the other side he had a picture of Guru Gobind Singh. Because even Hindus who don't particularly like Sikhs, the really hardcore right-wing ones, even they recognize if it weren't for Guru Gobind Singh, all of India would be Muslim. This was the Sahib-e-Kamal, and one of the most amazing books you can read on Guru Gobind Singh is written by a hardcore Hindu fundamentalist. But it's the most amazing description of how Guru Gobind Singh not just saved India but the whole of humanity. And I would urge you guys to read that book called Sahib-e-Kamal. Yesterday I told you a story at the fireplace of that battalion leader. The name of that battalion leader before he took Amrit was A. David. And when he took Amrit, his name became Gobind Singh. And it was in 1964 that he accompanied the Shastras of Guru Gobind Singh from UK to Delhi, that's where he was interviewed, and then to Anandpur Sahib. This was how the Singhs were fighting in these battalions. These are other pictures of Guru Sikhs during the world wars. Even in Egypt, wherever the Amritdhari Guru Sikhs used to go, many of them used to carry the Guru Granth Sahib with them at the front. The kind of scenes they had to see. And then the vision they saw of the silhouette. This is a whole lecture on Guru Gobind Singh, so many things in here, but today we haven't got time. So many things that Guru Gobind Singh Ji did. So now we go to the actual shabd. When we go through the shabd, I'm going to say the actual line, which is the actual translation of that shabd. And what I want all of you in the Sangat to do is repeat the words Guru Gobind Singh afterwards. Bhai Nandlal Ji was the most amazing intellectual. He was one of the main writers in the Mughal Darbars. But because he saw all the things that were wrong there, he was always searching for a higher purpose. And there's so many stories of Bhai Nandlal Ji, what a pure soul he was. And it was only when he came to the Darbar of Guru Gobind Singh, he saw everything that he always wanted. And he fell in pure love. And at the end of this description that he's done of Guru Gobind Singh, you're going to see how much love he has for him, with the way he finishes it off. So, let's start this. Bhai Nandji writes, firstly, the Almighty, awe-inspiring, enlightened God is eternally true. The Helper, the victorious, approved by the Almighty, custodian of truth, blessed with all divinity, God conscious is, Emperor of emperors is, Master of both worlds, Destroyer of oppressors, illuminates life with abundance, reveals mysteries of God, wise to the secrets of the world, showers unlimited mercy, beloved of God, connected and united with God, the world's life-giving light, the sea of God's blessings, beloved of God, seeker and the sought, victorious sword bearer, knower of every heart, wears the crown of the world, but lives in humility like the shadow of God, treasure of treasures, medicine of all ailments, arbiter of society, shelter of both worlds, praised by God himself, blessed with the highest qualities. Greatest people bow down at his feet. The angels visit him for audience. Fortunes ones admire. Knower of path of all of our hearts. Those without spiritual home kiss the feet of. Both worlds beat the drum of his authority. Ruler of the three worlds. Authority of the four Vedas. The 6 Shastras are his servants. He always defeats tyrants. Completely pure, free of ill will. Mirror through which God is revealed. Meditates on God. Both a mystic and a king. Virtue personified. Limitless beneficence. Generous beyond generosity. Forgiving beyond forgiveness. Wealth beyond wealth. Giver beyond giving. Unmoving and eternal. Auspicious and blissful. The essence of God's glorious blessings. Radiance of God's light. Hearing the name of. Vision of God is the reward. Singing the praises of. Give blessings of God's union. Writing the attributes of. One becomes renowned by the grace of. Seeing the face of. One walks in his path intoxicated with God's name. Those who kiss the dust under the feet of were fortunate and elevated in life. The ability to accomplish all deeds is with. The friend of the forlorn is. He is the worshipper of only one God, and the whole world bows before him. He is generous with all his blessings. The chief of all crowns, occupying the loftiest position. The 10 Greek gods under the power of the Guru. They sing praises in reverence of the sacred goddess work of for. They are also servants of the authority of our destiny. He submits to God in meditation. The 9 sublime gods are dust of the feet of. They are quick to serve. Above the highest thrones is, travelling in omnipresence, supreme in all virtues, the uppermost eternal, giver of light to the world, our hearts and souls blossom because of
Guru Gobind Singh,
perpetually increasing in stature,
Guru Gobind Singh,
the beauty of every throne,
Guru Gobind Singh,
the guide of both worlds,
Guru Gobind Singh,
the sight of every eye,
Guru Gobind Singh,
the commander of the world,
Guru Gobind Singh,
supreme in stature.
Guru Gobind Singh,
Both worlds are the army of,
Guru Gobind Singh,
both worlds are under the protection of,
Guru Gobind Singh,
the giver beyond givers,
Guru Gobind Singh,
the conqueror of every battle,
Guru Gobind Singh,
containing all virtues is,
Guru Gobind Singh,
perfect in character is,
Guru Gobind Singh,
the soul of every body,
Guru Gobind Singh,
the light of every eye,
Guru Gobind Singh,
the provider of the world's sustenance.
Guru Gobind Singh,
He showers God's blessings.
Guru Gobind Singh,
The 27 gods are beggars of.
Guru Gobind Singh,
They are sweepers in the house of.
Guru Gobind Singh,
The 5 elements of earth praise.
Guru Gobind Singh,
The 7 worlds are madly in love with.
Guru Gobind Singh,
Both worlds are under the hand of.
Guru Gobind Singh,
All angels are inferior to.
Guru Gobind Singh,
Nandlal, slave dog of,
Guru Gobind Singh,
carries the stamp of.
Guru Gobind Singh,
Lower than the dogs of,
Guru Gobind Singh,
eating the leftovers on the dinner table of.
Guru Gobind Singh,
Nandlal begs for the gift from,
Guru Gobind Singh,
of the dust of the feet of.
Guru Gobind Singh,
Nandlal sacrifices his life in an instant too.
Guru Gobind Singh,
Nandlal's head shall remain at the feet of.
Guru Gobind Singh.
Isn't that the most amazing poem? Isn't that the most amazing? That's why we sing it as Bani. Have you ever thought of a more better description? Is there anyone else on this earth who could even be thought of on that level? Even such an amazing person like Nandlal said, that even I am a dog, I'm his lowest dog, I want his scraps. Even, did you know that even in Bani that Nandlalji was talking about not just the Indian gods, the whole Greek gods, all of the world, all the planets, everyone was around Guru Gobind Singh. Did you even realize that your father is so special? He is our father. So, the next time you hear that in Kirtan, Nasro Mansur, Guru Gobind Singh, now start thinking about how special he is. This is when you do Kirtan, it's not just about singing these things, it's about understanding the emotion of these things. You know? So always go into the depth of what you're actually singing. Did you find that helpful?
Yes.
And if any of you want a copy of this, what I'll do is I'll actually email it to the Sevadars, and they can email it to all of you, and then you'll have a copy of this. In terms of, when you ever think of Guru Gobind Singh, you can look at him through the eyes of Bhai Nandlalji. Okay?